Hello and welcome back to Sack to the Future, week number 13. The 6-5 Denver Broncos visiting the 5-6 Minnesota Vikings. According to the Madden ratings, I'm not sure if you were able to see it at the beginning of this video or not, but these are dead even teams, despite the fact that the Broncos had a better record in real life than did the Vikings. However, the Broncos did have the AFL West as their competition, or the AFL, which is slightly lower competition still in 1962 than the NFL, but it's getting closer. Anyways, that was a long way to say this should be a very even game. According to the Madden ratings, according to the stats, the Broncos can't run the ball, but you guys knew that, and negative 11 turnover differential. That is pretty bad as well. I see Vinny has decided to infiltrate the channel and root for the Vikings. But, you know, I understand. Oh no! The diagnosis has come. Well, first of all, over on the Vinny X Wolf channel, the Buffalo Bills are currently in action, playing a semi-pro team and beating them handedly. But if you go over there, I think they're in the late third quarter. But earlier in the game, Cookie Gilchrist went out. Well, it turns out that it is a dislocated shoulder. And that's not good. Another one of those, you win the game, but your loss might be worse than that game itself. But then, since he's rooting for the Vikings, I don't care if he's out all season. I'm just kidding. I hope Cookie gets back soon. All right, Broncos need this win. This is a serious game, and Mingo needs to give him some running. The Bills are going to win and go to 6-6. Frank Tripucka comes out 67% on the year, 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Way too many interceptions. But I was going to say the Bills are up to 6-6. The Oilers won their 6-6. The Jacksonville Jaguars semi-pro team is 6-5 heading into this week. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-5. The Titans lost. New York Titans lost, so that's one good thing. They dropped to 7-5. And then the Chargers are in front of me in this division, and they are 8-3. So the Broncos definitely need to win this game and get themselves up to 7-5 and into a tie with the New York Titans for the last playoff spot. A loss, and they might be eliminated from the playoffs at 6-6. But I think they lose most tiebreakers, so they have to stay above the Oilers and Bills. They do win the tiebreaker against the Steelers, but they got to stay above everybody else. So the Broncos, earlier in the year, they beat the Bears when I had to simulate against myself. But besides that game, this division has been a horrible nightmare. They got destroyed by the Vikings 2 weeks ago, 42-7. And then last week was not much better against the Green Bay Packers, another 20-point loss. Sturm, Adamson, Barton, McCullough, and Dane Hauer. The line, Mingo and Stone are the running backs. Lionel Taylor and Bob Scarpetto, the receivers, and Greg Probola is the tight end. Yep, 42-7 against the Lions. And what was last week? Something like 34-14 or something. I lost to the Packers. So this division is no fun. Oh my God! Throws it into a bunch of traffic. Got away with it, kind of. Hey, Tears. We got the Red Zone channel going on. Prestel, Dixon, Leo, and of course Jim Marshall, the defensive line. Rip Hopkins in the middle. Cliff Livingston and Clancy Osborne are the outside backers. Bill Butler, Chuck Lampson, safeties. Shackerman and Derby are the corners for these Vikings. 3rd and 8 here. Frazier gets the feet down, inbounds for the first down. So that was a must make of the first down there. So the Broncos need to put some points on the board and get a win today. And there is a dropped ball. So Frazier made a good catch in the play before, but he drops that one. So can't expect your 3rd receiver, I guess, to make 2 catches in a row. And there, Trujillo goes right back to Frazier, and he makes the catch. So Frazier's been the target the last 3 plays, and he's come up with 2 of those catches. Bills have now up 27-9, but they have the ball back, so that game's pretty much over despite some kind of craziness. See, the Eagles beat the Titans 20-3. There's a big one, Giants and Patriots. Wow. Frazier makes the catch and goes straight to the ground. Just puts it at 3rd and 1. Frazier in motion this time. Mingo does not pick up the first down at first effort. He gets closer on the second effort, but still comes up short. Fourth and inches. Trapuka under pressure just gets rid of the ball in time. Does pick up the first down. Scarpetto in motion this time. Mingo just no burst. Hawkins gets him for the tackle. Short gain. There's Jim Marshall dropping back into coverage. Like some sort of jerk. Almost picked it off. Taylor in the end zone for the touchdown. Not sure what the Vikings corner was doing, but he was playing the 5-yard into the end zone as the line to beat. So Trapuka just got into the end zone, turned around, and that was pretty easy. Certainly a difference playing these Vikings corners than the Lions corners, I can tell you that. But I know from playing against these Vikings as the Bears that Frank Trapuka and Tommy Mason and that offense that they have can be quite frustrating to play defense against. So, like I said, the Broncos need to put points on the board, which is why I went for it on 4th and inches and did not settle for the field goal. And we'll see if the defense can get some stops. Here he is, Fran Tarkenton, in his second year out of Georgia. 64.7%, 2,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, just like Trapuka, but 6 interceptions, unlike the 21 interceptions that Trapuka has thrown. Fran Tarkenton does have some heart, I'll give him that. Yeah, it's Tarkenton. I don't know what I said before. No idea. Oh. I didn't even notice it was typed wrong until I just went back and looked now. So there you go. 3rd and 15. 2, 4, 5. Looks like we're going to have to be the safety on this one. Wow. I was a stupid safety, and I still made the wrong read. Luckily, Goose Gonsolin is able to catch Mason, but a 75-yard pass to the running back. Idiot. I should have called a different play when I saw that they were flooding one zone there. That's just being stubborn and thinking that I'm good. Whoa, Frazier, get back there. Thinking I'm good enough to cover 2 guys. I'm certainly not. Okay, well, it was a stupid play and a big play, but here's the offensive line. Alderman, Huth, Tinkelhoff, Rabold, and Linden. Tommy Mason, the jerk, Hugh McElhaney. Then there's Rykow and Ferguson as receivers, and Stonebreaker is the big tight end. I was going to say it was stupid, it was costly, but it was not a touchdown. So a chance to regroup here with a goal line stand and keep this game from getting tied maybe. Or just let them have a huge hole and run into the end zone untouched. Either one of those options were available. Friggin' A. Oh, that's the worst block attempt I've ever seen. Okay, well, we're going to have to do this the offensive way. Kind of knew that coming down the stretch, that it would be up to the Broncos offense. The defense played well in the beginning of the year, but the good players outside the 2 safeties are on the offense. Well, that's not even true either. They have a couple good receivers and a couple of good safeties. And this is one of Trapuka's best years. He actually makes the Pro Bowl in '62, so this is the highest rating I will probably ever have on him. Stone, 19 yards on 3 carries. It's basically Hall of Fame Bronco Hall of Fame numbers, as their running backs are terrible. Looks like they got that play covered. Oh, well, center acted like he was blocking him, but I guess he was not. All right. Nope, that's not going to work. Wow. What? Well, Trapuka threw it over Taylor and right into the hands of Butler. Damn it, Trapuka. Well, even in Trapuka's his Pro Bowl season of 62, he actually did throw more interceptions than touchdowns in real life. So Trapuka's best year is not, you know, the same as Fran Tarkenton's best year or anything like that. Clearly that's against the Vikings. So Buffalo down to the 2-minute warning, still leading by 18 points, so that game should certainly be a Buffalo Bills victory, putting them at 6-6. The Dolphins drop to who cares. The Jaguars are the only semi-pro team worth wondering about. And that takes care of the first quarter. 7-7. Know this one's going to be a tight one. Okay, Snickers. Plays Minter, the new guy they got from Buffalo earlier this season. Complete underneath. Targeting 3 for 3. Gets that to a 4th and 1. They say they're going to punt. And the throw goes to no one in particular, and the fake punt doesn't work. So the Broncos will get decent field position. There's a completion out to Scarpetto for the quick first down. Scarpetto's first catch today. And Mingo, 4 carries, 1 yard. And there's a completion to Dickinson out of the backfield. for a first down. It's a final. Buffalo has beaten the semi-pro team from Miami. Perbola in motion here. Mingo able to get a few yards. He's up to 6 yards now on 5 carries. Oh. Ball knocked out of Frazier's hands. Perfectly timed. Diving hits by the Vikings. Oh, yeah. All right. Hi, Stonewall. Hope you enjoyed the Buffalo Bills victory. Yeah, we're in for a close one here, I believe. It's currently tied, so obviously you can't get much closer than that. Looks like the Buffalo Bills won on the scoreboard easily, but how much did it cost them? Did you find out exactly how many weeks Cookie Gilchrist is out for? Mingo following his holes down to about the 3-yard line. Already loading Madden 19. And there's Lionel Taylor for the second touchdown catch of the game. Frazier's the one that's hurt, bruised shoulder. Ah, blast from the past. Okay, all right. Well, hopefully Cookie's not gone too long. You see the everybody's hated Green Bay Packers leading the Cardinals 3-0. They have not lost since week 2. And that is a terrible kick. Actually, it's just fine. So the Vikings in 62 had a poor record and a very bad defense. That's what you're seeing today. Is the Broncos, they have to take advantage of that and score points if they're going to win this game, and they are able to, as long as Trubisky doesn't throw interceptions. And I have been able to put the ball in the end zone. But now, can I stop Tarkinen? And this crazy crap. Nice shot delivered there, but he still picked up the first down. Now we're certainly going to try. Luckily, this is my last game against this NFC North Division for the next 3 full seasons. So, excited to... You know, I play this division enough with the Bears. No interest in ever playing these guys again as the Broncos. Not so much the Vikings, but certainly the Packers and Lions. Care less if I ever play them again with the Denver team. But yeah, let's at least show somebody in this division besides my own team that the Broncos can play ball. Holtz with the tackle there. That's not good. Hold on. Nope. Dang it. Gotta get there, gotta get there. Tarkinen, 4 of 4, 99 yards. Upside alert, the Cardinals take the lead on the Packers. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, the Vikings are inches short. I thought they got that first down. So that's good news for everyone who is playing this game. All right, Lionel Taylor, the man with 2 touchdown catches so far, comes back onto the field. I'm doing it anyways. And there you go. That's why the box is red. 1 yard gain. Bola across the middle, up across the 30-yard line. Wow. Play action pass leads to a sack. Stop me if you've heard that before. With the Broncos, at least. Why the hell do I ever run play action pass? It makes sense that it doesn't work at all for the Broncos, since the Broncos can't run the ball. Sometimes that can be the curse of controlling multiple teams. Realizing that some plays work beautifully for one of your teams, but terribly for the other team. What? Tripucka. That's twice Tripucka has just ignored where his receiver was going and threw the ball directly to the Vikings. Look at that. That's a perfect pass to the Viking corner, not to his receivers cutting inside, and he just fires it straight ahead. So Tripucka just, on certain drives, he says, I'm going to throw a interception regardless of what you call or do. There's a nice hit drawing the ball loose, though. Fran Tarkenton completes to Ferguson. And now the Vikings are on the move. Tark now 6 of 7. Now we're going to review the 1-yard pass. Very critical whether he gets or doesn't get this 1 yard.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, game over. Broncos have won the game on account of the Vikings' 1-yard completion was overturned. There's a timeout for the Vikings at the 30-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and 2. Trapuka, sometimes it seems like he does forget what team he's playing for. Gosh dang it. Fran Tarkenton showing that he can run. Man, I'll call like 5 plays in a row where I either have the quarterback spy on or I'll put someone on quarterback spy. And then anytime I decide to call a play without a spy, he takes off. Now he's just taking off every time. There's McFadden getting his 2nd sack. Got it. There we go. Fran Tarkenton runs one too many times. Finally, somebody cleans his clock. And he drops the ball. That was very satisfying. Nothing I want to happen more than a quarterback get lit up when he's running the ball all the time. Well, that'll do it for the first half. Broncos 14, Vikings 7 at the break. Broncos will kick to the Vikings, so the fumble was great to stop the drive, but now I have to give it back to him again. Mason will keep it in the end zone and down it. Now, as far as the, we talked a little bit about the AFL standings and the fact that the Broncos need this win. If they do win, they'll be in a tie with the New York Titans for that last spot. The Vikings at 5 and 6 are technically not eliminated yet in the NFL, but they are in last place in the division. If they win and things break right, they can find themselves tied with the Lions and just a game back of like 3 other teams for the wild card spot. But if they lose this game, they're pretty much done. But the point that they still have an outside chance is unfortunate because they're not able to just take this game off or anything. There's a quick completion out to the fullback there. Not enough for the first, just back to the initial stick. was a completion out to the far end of the field, but luckily Donahue was not able to get past the marker. Rowan held on the tackle. And the Broncos will get the ball back with the lead. That's where you want to be. Ball in hand and leading on the scoreboard. Nice block. Yeah, well, Fran Tarkinen is probably the most talented person on the field today. So, I mean, it's not unrealistic or anything. But we're gonna try to beat him anyway. Stone averaging about 3 yards a carry, which is better than Mingo's 1 yard a carry. But still not as good as we would like. Quick completion to Scarpetto brings it to a 3rd and 2. Why did he spin? Stone finally makes a nice move, but then the spin stopped it from being a big gain, which would have been weird and probably broke my system anyway. See the Broncos get a big run, but it was still a nice run with an unnecessary spin at the end. Keep Stone in for a little bit longer since he's running better than Mingo so far today. And there's Jim Marshall trying to end Stone's career. Stone pats him on the back. Kind of like that. Completion to Scarpetto across the middle for the first down. That was an interesting play. I came out with the wrong play called, audible, but then the defense audibled their coverage, which then ruined my audible on one side of the field, so I had to make a hot route adjustment. So a lot of gamesmanship there. True chess match. Broncos won that one. Broncos over 200 yards of offense now. Lionel Taylor slips a tackle, spins, and gets tackled finally at the 10-yard line. Wow. Almost threw a pick right there. There's a completion up to the 3-yard line. Pressed the wrong button. Stone doesn't go far, up to the 2-yard line. And the Broncos will go ahead and settle for the field goal this time. Mingo's kick is true, and the Broncos lead 17-7. Well, already played in Week 13, the epic matchup that is featured on both the Tears 89 and the John M channel. The Oilers and the Cleveland Browns played a game that came down to the very last seconds. The bonus game that on this channel was played. The Eagles took care of the Titans, which is what gives the Broncos the opportunity to get themselves in the playoff hunt. And the Vinny X Wolf channel, the Bills have just defeated the semi-pro team today. And then you have the Broncos Vikings right now, obviously. Still to come, the Rams and Cowboys on the Tears 89 channel. Now, he won't be controlling either one of them. That'll actually be simulated since he controls both teams. So that will be like a bonus game. But the Tears 89 channel is possibly also bringing you a bonus game as well, which is the Lions and the Redskins. On the John M channel, you have an epic game between the 8-3 New York Giants and the 9-2 Boston Patriots. All kinds of playoff implications on both conferences or leagues in that one. And on this channel tomorrow will be the 8-3 Chicago Bears against the 9-2 49ers, which is all kinds of implication as well, as the Niners with a win, and the Bears, I guess, with a win. Either team that wins that game could realistically get home field throughout the playoffs. But the loser, if the Bears lose, they are in trouble of dropping to the 6th seed. So they can go anywhere from 1 to 6, depending on what happens around the rest of the league and that game. So we've had lots of action, but we have a lot more coming still. Man, Fran Tarkenton, 10 of 12, 158 yards, and he's also scrambled a bunch. If you leave someone in to spy every play, then there's just too many holes. But the minute I take the spy off, here, we'll go without a spy on this one. And then I'm sure he'll take off and get a first down that way. Frickin' idiot. He did take off because he knew immediately that I didn't have a spy on. What's going on here? Crap, I'm going to have to do it myself, and that's never good. Okay, I got myself caught to where I had to cover the guy myself. And, of course, I didn't cover it very well, but luckily Fran Tarkenton had a little bit of a misfire there. I need to start doing this faster. Ugh. I knew it was going there, and I just couldn't get my guy in position fast enough. Well, I need to disrupt Fran Tarkenton, so we're going to send it and probably give up a touchdown here. At least I did not give up the touchdown. Hand off to Tommy Mason, only his 6th rush of the day. He has just 1 yard rushing. So the Broncos, outside of Fran Tarkenton, they've done a good job of shutting down the run. And this game moving along nicely. That's already the end of the 3rd quarter. Broncos holding a 10-point lead. 8 minutes left in this one, but the Vikings are driving. Let's go with another QB spy because, of course, I have to. No way I'm giving up this play. So I finally cover someone the right way, and that allows a 1 yard gain only. The Vikings, knowing they need a touchdown and field goal, they'll go for the field goal here. Need a block. It's timed completely, and field goal is right down the middle. Okay, so the Eagles have nothing to do with this game, but the Vikings pulled within 1 score. It's now 17-10. Oh, the other game I forgot to mention on the Vinny X Wolf channel tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, either tomorrow or Sunday, is the huge game of the week in the AFC side. Well, the second huge game. We already had Oilers Browns, but this will be the 10-1 Texans against the 8-3 Chargers. Now, realistically, I'm not catching the Texans, so I'm going to actually root for the Texans in that one, because if the Chargers lose, they fall to 8-4. If Broncos can hold on to this one, they'll be 7-5. So I feel like I can catch the Chargers, but I'm not catching the 10-1 Texans. So go ahead and let them go 15-1. I don't care. Injury timeout. Mingo playing with his foot. Maybe it's an ankle sprain or something. Something's going on there. Oh, no, and he lays back down. It's worse than he originally thought. Not a big loss. I mean, these running backs aren't that good. You're rooting for the Chargers. Interesting. What do you mean against the Chargers? I'm rooting for the Texans. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I mean they're 10-1, so whatever. But let's not have the Chargers also get in. There's Trapuka staying in the pocket and delivering to Perbola for the first down. That was a nice play by Trapuka. Showed patience. Didn't get erratic when the pressure was on and throw a pick six or anything. Actually made the right read. Broncos running just enough to keep the Vikings from pinning their ears back and knowing it's going to be a pass play every time. Not very effectively, but better than getting no yards. More for effect than actually gaining yards. Now the screen pass doesn't work at all. And the Broncos, yep, we know Mingo, it's just an ankle bruise. But from the 49-yard line. Running backs suck. Can't call that. Let's see. Pretty good punt out at the 10-yard line. Make Tarkenton and these Vikings go 90 yards if they want to tie it. Man, Fran Tarkenton. Jenna Jameson. Well, I'm not sure why you offended her, but it's too bad. What? I don't know what my guy did. He did like a little bow towards Tarkenton, which luckily Tarkenton went into a slide after that. So maybe it was a respect thing. I don't know. Like, hey, I bow to you. I respect you too much to hit you, but please go down. I would have preferred him just went and made the tackle, but whatever. Oh. Somehow that's an incomplete pass. It looks like he got his butt kicked trying to run the ball again. And it was a fumble, but they say it's incomplete. Fran Tarkenton looking to, it's almost like he looks to run as his first option today. And that's not all the times. Usually when I play him, he definitely keeps his eyes down the field and scrambles. More like the real Fran Tarkenton, but today he's just an all-out runner. And then Fran Tarkenton fumbles the ball, but somehow picks it back up. You have to watch the fake here. They did try it once. It's going to be a real punt this time. So Mingo's back. That didn't take long. Okay, 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Broncos up by 7. This is where they need to run some time off the clock here. That is caught by Stone for no gain. Oh, what a catch by Taylor. Down to the 31-yard line. Very nice catch by Taylor. He has been having a great game today. Not sure what was happening there, but it wasn't blocking. Blocking much better on this play. Stone able to pick up the first down to the 13-yard line. Only problem was he let himself get knocked out of bounds. Clock stopped anyways. Might as well start resting my guys since they're already yellow and red and whatnot. Also, let's not lose this game with a goal line fumble. This play's for you, Tears. Fullback dive works for 6 yards. Dickinson. Nice run there. So we're at the 2-minute warning. Broncos, any amount of points will make this game feel more comfortable. Johnny O's in there now. They'll pitch it to him. He's fighting, gets inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line, and the Vikings will call a timeout. 3rd and 1 coming up. Touchdown, fullback dive. Dickinson into the end zone. And the Broncos take a 2-touchdown lead with less than 2 minutes to go. Shaw with the hold. Kick is good. Good night, Vinny. Thanks for joining. Sure, we'll see you tomorrow night in the Texans-Chargers matchup. Alright, so this seems like a perfect opportunity to give up some rushing yards to our favorite scrambling quarterback. There's a quick completion, and he gets out of bounds. I can't let that keep happening. Fran Tarkinen with all kinds of Broncos around him still decides to go ahead and scramble. Diving catch made. Targeted. My God. If anyone's still watching, have a good night as well, Stonewall. Luckily, the ref saw that he was over the line, but if anyone saw that play, Fran Tarkenton broke 2 sacks, then went across the line, and then threw a pass, and Gordy Smith made a diving reception. That was about to get me pretty upset, but luckily with the penalty, it's not as big of a deal. In fact, the Vikings should be upset that they wasted a Maddenism to not get any yards because of the penalty. 58 seconds to go. The Vikings do have 2 timeouts, down by 2 scores. And he just dropped the ball there. That's awesome. Okay, 4th and 12. This is the game. If the Broncos can stop them here, Jacksonville and the Saints in a fight of semi-pro teams. Well, Stonebreaker makes the reception and keeps the Vikings alive for now. Very good. False start on the Vikings. That'll cost them 10 seconds. Fran Tarkenton sacked. And that'll force the Vikings to use their 2nd timeout. Tarkenton rolls out right, throws across his body, but to an empty spot in the field, so no big deal. Oh, Vikings jump again.
False start, offense.
Tarkenton throws it to the goal line and it's picked off. And that will do it. Broncos win 24-10. Improve to 7-5, a much needed win. Vikings fall to 5-8 and they are done. What's happening? Did I pass it? So the Broncos join the Titans as the 7-5 teams over in the AFL for that last final wild card spot. They will take it, and their meeting, which I think is either next week or 2 weeks from now against the Chargers, could be huge. Trapuka threw a couple of interceptions. That was the problem. Otherwise, the Broncos played very well today. Of course, we will have to kneel one more time. And this will be the final play of the game. Oh, by the way, the Cardinals had the early lead. That didn't matter. The Packers won by about 100. 10 straight wins for the Packers. That's scary. But we're not going to think about that right now. We're going to think about and celebrate the Broncos staying alive for the playoffs. 7-5 now. Fran Tarkenton, he'll get there. The Vikings are getting better. Still not a good team, but better than they were last year. And I'm sure with, I mean, they got a safety or a center now. So I'm sure a couple more draft picks will be coming, and they'll start to be putting together a pretty solid team. Before you know it, fullback dive for a touchdown there. Lionel Taylor was great, 2 touchdowns himself. Fran Tripucka was uneven. Sometimes he was putting the ball on a dime. Other times he was throwing it directly to the Vikings. Take a look at the stats, and then I will say good night. There you go, passing Broncos, running Vikings. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Bears game, and hopefully over on the Vinny X Wolf channel or Tears channel or John M channel, whichever one of those is going to have a game tomorrow. Thanks for watching.